I like
and
that.
try this at home.
Yeah. Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah. We have to, every time we talk about alcohol, that has to flash over the bottle. A lot of people, I've heard of bourbon,
Yeah.
and then there's whiskies, there's single malt. I don't even know which other types there are. What are the differences?
So
Good question.
look at whiskey as like the big tree, like the big, family tree. So whiskey just stands on top. Whiskey literally just means a spirit that has been made out of grain and has been matured in a cask. So that's literally what whiskey is.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, a bourbon would be a type of whiskey.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
bourbon is a specific type of whiskey. He has his own, his own regulations, and obviously it must be made in America.
Yes,
Another very good example would be a single malt.
Oh, so bourbon's only made in
It's
America?
America,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why
Didn't even
Americans
know
drink bourbon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Scottish people tend to drink Scotch whiskey, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely don't drink Irish.
And Irish people Irish whiskey as well, yeah.
Okay.
So Irish and Scotch, for example, that's why it's a little bit confusing because bourbon stands obviously for just being made in America, but it's also there are regulations attached to it.
Yeah.
While Scotch and Irish just stands for originality, so it's just a geographical term.
Okay.
So a Scotch whiskey could be a single malt,
Yeah.
could be a blended, it could be
Anything
a single
Scotland.
grain.
Yeah.
It could literally be anything. While bourbon, as it says, from the title, must be made in America, and there's there's made out of corn and 2 years minimum,
Yeah.
as its own regulation.
Yeah.
What we find the most, I think, in this country is single malts and blend. So a single malt, like the one that you're gonna drink now, is literally stands for single, made at one distillery,
Yeah.
malt 100% malted barley. So that's it. That's
Okay.
literally it. There is a minimum of 3 years in a cask, 3 years in a day, as we
Yeah.
say, to be called the whiskey. Otherwise, it's just liquid, like it's just vodka or
Yeah.
new make, as we call them.
Yeah.
Then the opposite of single malt would be a single grain, very small, percentage. Like you can find in bars, but it's actually like the biggest percentage in Scotland that is made.
Yeah.
Different distillations, different process for the whiskey itself, but is what we mix together with the single malt to make a blended whiskey. So there are a lot of blended whiskeys in the world, and I think that's what most people come across, especially like in bars and supermarkets,
Yeah.
just around. And a blend literally means a mixture of single malt and single grain
Yeah.
together. So
Okay.
those are the main categories that you'll find. Obviously bourbon after that.
Yeah, bourbon. Yeah, it's funny enough though, when I drink whiskey by itself, I'm not sure whether it's because I haven't bought a high level enough whiskey, but I don't enjoy bourbon as much as I enjoy
I find it harsh.
single.
Very-
It's a bit
yeah.
more harsher.
It's very like sweet compared to single malts, like Scotch, for example,
Yeah.
single malt. Also, temperature, like it's like weather is completely different. So think about maturing a cask of whiskey.
Yeah.
When you mature a cask of whiskey, you obviously have this new make liquid that is maybe, I don't know, like 62%. Is evaporating. Like the cask it acts like like a tea bag. So it's breathing in and out, and it's also like losing. It makes blah 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 blah. I can't talk anymore. So the cask works as a tea bag, so it's breathing in and out.
Yeah.
And you obviously are losing alcohol,
Yeah. The vapor,
throughout
yeah.
the years. So in Scotland, because it's very humid, like it's very wet and it's cold, you lose maybe like 1% of
Okay.
alcohol per year. In America, it's much, much worse
Dry.
because obviously it's like drier and it's hotter.
Yeah.
So, you have something in a cask that is like constantly, in heat, so
Yeah.
you lose a lot more. So
Yeah.
that means that fermentation is much faster.
Okay.
So the whiskey is like, much stronger, much more
That makes
flavor and
sense.
sweeter because of the corn that they use. So
Yeah.
there is a lot of there are a lot of differences between the two.
Okay, that makes sense now. Okay.
We hope you've enjoyed this video. It's probably worked out to be many videos by now.
Yeah.
That we've broken apart. And if you have any questions, as always, you can email us at ask@mortsandmore.com. You can find all of our social media channels. Let's see if I can remember them all. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and is that it? That's it. Yeah. And then where can they find you, Mariella?
Whisky Mari for all social media, like you can find me very easily, or to be honest, just going through you, and then you can put in contact with me. But I'm looking after mostly of the UK, so whenever you see there is a whiskey show around or a whiskey tasting around, most probably I'll be there pouring some whiskies. If you're looking for the products themselves and also more information, I recommend the Whisky Exchange online, or the Whisky Exchange shop in Bedford Street. That is beautiful. You should go visit it too.
Oh, I'm gonna check that.
So you can definitely find knowledgeable staff there that can tell you more about it. They can answer your questions about whiskey in general, like in a big way, and you can find all the Port Askaigs there too. But feel free to send me an email or a message anytime, and I'm more than happy to reply.
And then Instagram, I know that you guys are Port Askaig
Morts. Exactly. So I look after that too, so it was mostly me. So even if you get access on that, I'll be the one to reply to you. But Instagram, Twitter and Facebook is at Port Askaig Malt. So you can find us there all the time.
Here you go.
All right, so guys, we hope you've enjoyed this.
Come in.
Sorry, I know.
Like, you're
getting half-faced.
Yeah.
Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. I certainly have. We certainly have, should I say. Until next time.
Until next time.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Cool. You know, trip over any wires? That'd be
funny.
Even off camera, that'd be hilarious.
We would definitely appreciate it.